This is Ride With Me, Episode 2. It's July 11th, which is a Tuesday, but for me, in the summer when the Army War College is not in session, my schedule is kind of flexible. And as you can see, it was a very, very nice weather day on a Tuesday, so I just took a vacation day to go for a long ride. Right now, I am coming down off the mountain, leaving Cowan's Gap State Park on something called Richmond Road. Richmond Road's only about 2 miles long, coming down off the mountain. It's a lot of fun, a few twists and things like that. I do take it pretty easy here for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's just a road you need to be careful on. I saw in the newspaper about 4 or 5 years ago where there was a 19-year-old on a sports bike who killed himself on this road. So I respect it. Second of all, because we are in a state forest, there are a particular large number of animals up here since there's no hunting. In fact, I had an interesting episode 3 or 4 years ago on this exact stretch of road where there was a deer standing in the road. So I came to a complete stop, waiting for it to get out of the way. Luckily there was nothing behind me. And as the deer moved off, I noticed about, 40, 50 yards ahead of me, a mother bear with 2 cubs just padded across the road from right to left and went into the woods. And I just said, well, that's kind of interesting. And I was just getting ready to kind of get back on the throttle and take off when cub number 3 came rushing along to try to catch up. And I'm going, yeah, you have 3 cubs, there's always one whose mind tends to wander and get lost. But I'm glad that I saw that before I got up there, because not only would I certainly not want to hit a bear, but I'm sure that the mother bear wouldn't want me to hit it either. When I get down to the bottom of the hill here on Richmond Road, I'm going to cut the video for a while, because where I'm headed is what I personally consider the best stretch of motorcycle road in Pennsylvania, and that's Pennsylvania Route 30 from a little town called Fort Loudon, which weirdly enough, and I didn't learn this until recently, Fort Loudon probably has a few hundred people that live there, but it's actually produces a vast proportion of the nation's goldfish. You look at a Google map, they're just like huge man-made ponds there where they produce goldfish. Anyhow, the section of 30 from Fort Loudon to Breezewoods, about 27 miles, 3 mountain crossings, lovely curves. I really adore that stretch of road. The only downside of it is that in 27 miles there are only 3 passing areas, so it's really easy to get stuck behind someone slow. I'm hoping today on a weekday that I get a relatively unimpeded run, but it's particularly annoying if you get behind a 18-wheel truck. And what's annoying about that is that section of Route 30 runs parallel to Interstate 76, which is the Pennsylvania Turnpike. And I think the only reason trucks are on Route 30 is because they've got their GPS set to avoid tolls. Okay, so to avoid paying the toll, what they do is going up the mountains, a fully loaded truck will be going 15 to 20 miles an hour in a 55 zone. So I've seen them have, 8, 10, 12 cars piled up behind them. So, I do find it kind of annoying, because to save the price of the toll, they, had no problem with inconveniencing another 10, 15, 20 people. Okay, why is this guy opening his truck door up here? Okay, this is Route 75, so Fort Loudon is 4 miles. This old guy in a pickup truck's going to be an issue. road 55 and he's going about 40. And there is nowhere to pass. Anyhow, I'm going to cut the video down, pick back up when I get on 30.